Good morning, students. Next we will be coming to the circulatory system and the transport mechanism of the human being. Okay, so as because we know that the transport mechanism plays a vital role in the body system. Why? Because without the transportation or without the circulation, you cannot go through the life processes. Okay, so now what is it? The first thing we will come across is the blood. So what is this blood? Please make a note. CBSE obviously have some kind of notes and definitions, so please keep your pens ready while I will dictating the definitions. Okay, so now in case of blood, what is the basic thing? That is the, you can say it is a complex plasma medium. It is a complex transport plasma medium, and basically that is the only circulating fluid in the vessels. Okay, so what is the vessels? We know what are the vessels. So basically tube like structures are called the vessels, and we know that in our body what are the vessels? The arteries are there, veins are there, the capillaries are there. They are the actual vessels. Now blood is a complex transport medium. First thing, it performs vital functions of the body. The oxygenated blood is red in color. So basically oxygenated blood is red in color, and that is why arteries, we cannot see the arteries which carry the oxygenated blood. But in case of the deoxygenated blood, what happens? Deoxygenated blood are carried by the veins. So that is why you can see the vein, it is a purple color, and you can see it from above the skin surface also. Now the study of this total blood is called hematology. So one now our question can be, what is the study of hematology? So this is the study of hematology. Now blood also contain one part, that is the plasma part. What is this? Basically it is a straw colored fluid. Basically it makes 60% of the total blood volume. Okay, actually it makes the blood volume, and it is basically, it contains plasma protein. Please write down plasma protein. The first one is the plasma protein. Serum, which contains serum, albumin, fibrinogen, globulin. These are the, you will pause the video and write down the names. And some mineral salts also. Some mineral salts like sodium, potassium, all the electrolytic salts are concentrated in this plasma fluid. Okay. Next, what will we go through is the blood cells. So what are the different types of blood cells are there? So the first is, we will distinguish the three blood cells. The first one is the erythrocytes, second one is the leukocyte, and third one is the thrombocytes. Now who are these erythrocytes? The word erythro is coming from the blood cells which are carrying the hemoglobin, that means the red color pigment. Okay, so I can say in case of erythrocytes, you can mark it a point. You can keep your characteristics of erythrocytes. You can write in this way, that erythrocytes in the human cells are circular. First one is calculated circular, then is biconcave, and it is a non-nucleated cell. This is the first point. The most priority point is this one. Next you will say, right, that the erythrocyte contains a respiratory pigment called hemoglobin. So please, the second point is respiratory pigment, the hemoglobin. It gives a red color. Basically due to the red color, the hemoglobin parts the red color to the blood. Next one is it carries oxygen from lungs to various parts of the body and carries out the CO2 out of the body, out of the organs to to the lungs, so that it can further get purified. So this is the main function: transportation of oxygen and elimination of carbon dioxide from the body. This is the main vital function of erythrocytes. Next one is, next point you will write that erythrocytes are stacked one above the other like a pile of coins. You don't write a pile of coins, you will write that they are stacked together, and it is called a Rolex. Okay, it is called a Rolex, full stop. Next you will write that the lifespan of a red blood cell is around 120 days. 120 days. Done. Last one, that about 3 million RBCs daily, while 4 times of this are produced in a red bone marrow to replace and destroy the old RBCs. Okay. Last one is, donation of blood is not harmful as it is replenished with each day. So every day the new type of blood cells are being produced in the red bone marrows and etc. So there is no worry if you donate blood. So this is the characteristics of the red blood cell. Next we move to the leukocytes. Who are these leukocytes? The leukocytes are basically nothing but the white blood cells. Basically white blood cells carry the immunity power of the body. So white blood cells are the main cause which gives you the power of the body to hold the immunity and the resistance. Nowadays resistance is very important for us, so this is what will give you the resistance. Please make a note of it. The questions often come from here, so please make the notes, vital notes of this one. Right, leukocytes characteristics. 1, leukocytes are white blood cells which are nucleated and show an amoeboid shape. What is the shape? It is an amoeboid shape and it is nucleated. The first character, priority character. I will give you the points as per the priority of the points. Okay. Next one is that they are colorless, and third one is they are, you can club these two together, that they are colorless and they are larger in size than erythrocytes. Next one is, right, they are fewer in number than red blood cell. Obviously the immunity cells which gives you the immunity to the cell, the white blood cells, are fewer in number than the concentration of the red blood cells. Okay. Next one is that their number varies from 5000 to 9000 per ml of blood. This is one important. This, if suppose by chance there is an abnormality in your blood, or you are suffering from a disease which is very dangerous of the leukemia, this is a blood cancer, so obviously what will happen, the number of this will shoot up very quickly. Okay, so the normal range is 5000 to 9000 ml of the human body. Okay, blood. Next one is, in children their number is more than the adults, obviously because they need more immunity. Next one, leukocytes squeeze out of the capillaries and reach the site of infection to destroy the foreign bodies. So mark out the point very well. What is the function of the leukocyte? So the function of the leukocyte you can write in this way, that the main priority is in this, they have the power to squeeze through the walls of the capillaries and reach to the target site where the infection is created. Okay, so that, because we know that it provides immunity, it fight against the foreign bodies, so this is what it will move to that place and it will destroy the infection out there. Next, what we can see is leukocytes also manufacture antibodies that are responsible for providing immunity to the body. So this is very important. It provides immunity to the body, and which does not let you create this type of infections. Last one, leukocytes are also called the soldier of the body. Why soldier? Because the soldier's duty is to protect us from different types of foreign invaders. Just like that, in our body, soldiers are the leukocytes, which actually carries the immunity and it helps you to gain the immunity. Next point is the blood platelets or the thrombocytes. So it is very important, who are the thrombocytes. Now basically please write down the points where I should say thrombocytes. Basically they are the fragments of RBC. You can write they are the fragments of RBC. So you can write these are the small oval or biconvex disc. These are small oval biconvex discs, like the bodies, which appear spindle shaped, in nature. This is one of the point. What is the shape of the platelet? The shape of the platelets is always a spindle shaped profile. Next point is they are colorless and have granular structure. They have colorless and they are granular structure. Okay. Second one important you can write is these contain the contractile protein called the thromboplastin. Basically, in case of thrombocyte, what is the main function? It helps in production of the clotting factor, thrombin. Okay. So what happens when we are bleeding? Suppose we are bleeding for a long time. What will happen? There will be this thromboplastin or thrombin which helps in control the blood and formation of the clot. Okay, thromboplast is the actual protein which helps in clotting factor, which acts as a clotting factor. Heparin is our clotting factor. Basically, heparin is a type of a hormone. It is a hormone which actually controls the level of the clotting factor inside. Now, excessive heparin is also not good because it creates a internal clotting, okay, without any cause. Next one, you can say that they play an important role in blood coagulation. Coagulation means clotting. So which is a important pigment? The thrombin. is the main pigment which helps in clotting factor. When we receive a cut or the wound, when a blood vessel starts bleeding, then the platelets help to clot. So this is the clotting factor. So main function is clotting. Next is we sum up all the blood parts. So what's the function of the blood? Please write down. The first function is erythrocytes actually helps in the transmission of O2 to all parts of the body and elimination of CO2. This is the first thing. Next one is regulation of body temperature. Regulation of body temperature, because we are not environmental dependent, we are dependent on the body blood pressures for our temperature of control of the body. Next one is transport of CO2 from tissues to the lungs. I told you this one, so there's no need for the next point. Next, you can write that blood carries hormones from endocrine gland to target organs and vitamins. So hormones and endocrine gland secretes hormones, that and the target bodies are to be uploaded. Next one is plasma regulates the water balance of the body. Obviously plasma is a continuous straw of fluid which contains the electrolytic balance and the plasma balance and the water content of the body. So this brings into the only concept of blood and its function. So to summarize, what will we say? That blood is the main transporting medium fluid which has two parts. One is the blood and other is the plasma. Plasma is the type of a watery substance, blood without the hemoglobin. Next, what type of blood we have? We have erythrocyte, leukocyte and thrombocyte. Erythrocytes are RBC, leukocytes are WBC and platelets are the thrombocytes. Each one have alag function and together the blood functions are being definited. Next video I will be talking about the blood vessels. The next one will be followed by heart and the total circulatory system. Thank you.